Hello, Divine Feminine. How are you? Let's see what's coming through today from the masculine energy and what we need to... Three of Pentacles upright. What we need to focus on. I wanted to do this reading early this morning. King of Swords keeps coming up. Six of Wands. Very nice. And I had a bunch of delays. And now here we are. One thing I did see on my walk today was a dead crow, and I actually, wow, too much painful cards in the deck right there. And looking at the meaning, I found that there really was a good omen. So let's see what we get here. Crows have been coming through a lot. Death and rebirth. I do think a cycle of death and rebirth. Three major arcana. Oh, jeez Louise. How'd I get this? Really, oh my gosh. Wow. Judgment and the moon. So, six major arcana here. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Hanged Man. I see a lot. It's like through turmoil, a blessing will be revealed. I don't know. There's something very hidden. I know that Neptune's movement is playing a role in this moon energy here. The sun, the truth. So much blue over here. I don't know. If your masculine was with someone else, I have a feeling you're going to find out about that. If there was a breakup or some sort of separation between them. I feel like in dealing with this, okay, so let's break this down here. I'm getting a big old wave of energy. I mean, you're going to learn a certain truth about what's been going on. I think you already have intuition about it. We have morning on the back of the deck. Okay. You know how I feel about karmic readings. I don't love them. Something's definitely over here. Definitely over and moving on. That is the energy that I get. I think at one point, your masculine really believed that the karmic was the person he would be with forever, or wanted to. And I think he's learned, just the way that you learned something about him, he learned something about her. And it was something strong enough to make him change the way he felt about her. Normally, I don't see judgment as like a release, but here it's reading that way to me. I mean, if you've ever had a moment where you just, someone said something to you and it kind of shifted everything that you felt, or you learned the truth about something and you felt like so naive and silly for believing that it was one way when it really was another way. I think that's the energy I'm getting off this reading. It doesn't necessarily have to have been a karmic, like, romantic relationship, but I feel like it was something that the masculine was very tied up with. And, you know, you can identify if you've ever had that moment of, I had one a little while ago, that you really, I think that was the first card that came out yesterday. Where you actually saw yourself projecting onto your masculine, and how silly that kind of felt. Okay. And I'm not saying you are silly, or I was silly, or they are silly. But when you see the truth, and you realize what was going on, and how much you're projecting in your mind onto the other person. So we have love or above. Above 500 on the scale of emotions is a place where we experience the best life, including manifesting all that is good. I wrote you a song. You're so spiritual. I miss your laugh. I still fantasize about us together. And dreams of you. And then Virgo. I had a drink and I drank it all. And now I have ice and my throat is scratching. So we have, I crave you. I wanted to call on your birthday. Cobra medicine. Thank you for letting me have my space. I do see they're going through a healing of the shadow. Sage, Capricorn. I saw your car. I'm curious about what you're doing. I think this Mercury is in Capricorn right now. We've had a very long period of time of planets trudging their way through Capricorn. Big, big energies. With the sun, I'm sorry, it's not Mercury. We had the sun, we had Mercury, Pluto, and now we have Venus. And Venus, the transiting is for long weeks. So, in a lot of ways, even though Capricorn is at the top of the chart, in ways, it just feels like it's kind of going through the underworld. I don't know why I feel like that. It's possibly because it's the devil in tarot, but I feel like Capricorn can go to the depths and it can go to the top of the mountain. And right now I feel like it's at the depths. And you know how it feels to go through the troughs, right? We have these waves. And we all go through the troughs. And some troughs are just deeper and darker and lonelier than others. And when we are dealing with things like Cobra medicine, that's a very healing energy. It's a very potent, very fast, but it also will strip you of everything. So you have Cobra and Capricorn and Sage Smudge, and it's a very intense, he's got a very intense physical energy for you, but there's also this revealing, right, with Judgment and the Moon, and this Angel of Balance and Caring Connections up, reversed. With the Telepathy card and the Forest Green, I feel like all of what he used to kind of pad himself from the world was just stripped away. And whatever he did to you that felt so jarring, he may have ghosted you. Like, one minute he was there and the next minute he was gone. Or he may have betrayed you, or he may have switched up. Like, one minute we were gonna run off together, and the next minute it was like, oh no, we can't do that. Think of who we would hurt. I'm really burping, so I'm really tonally here. And you had to learn how to be really, really strong because you had to deal with this on your own. And that's what he's dealing with now. If he chose someone else over you, something else over you, that's what she's doing to him. Or that's what's being done to him. And he is getting that medicine. I have a feeling, for those of you that have been dealing with this for a while, that this cycle could have been going on for months or years. And him saying he was going to leave, but being wrapped up in this low self-worth and staying. Until he finally gets to this King Pentacles energy where he's strong enough to withdraw. And not be in his, like, emotions. Because when you build a dream with someone, even if it's your fantasy, you have to then deconstruct that whole dream, right? So you're getting the groundhog spirit, time to let go. And he's getting, it's so weird. I saw 31 and I thought it would be 13 and it's 12. The canary spirit, sing your own song. In a lot of ways, I feel like that's like stand on your own 2 feet. And then we have the rabbit spirit, lucky time. And, oh, I see panther and ant spirit. So reclaim your power. And on the bottom, it's know your worth, which is exactly what I think is going on with him. And has gone on with you. But I think this is more about him. Now, let's get to the next layer of this. So you both have always been quite sensitive, but I think he's run from that, like, and you may have too, but he's especially run from that or hidden it in addictions paradise. The runner. So run with that, and look at him running away from the karmic. Look at lightning. And look at chaser, stabbed in the back. Axe, not enough. I like you. Abundance. So through this ending with this karmic situation, he's learning, I think he may even go as far as to try to trace back the root of the problem, like father or mother wounds or something like that. Like, I see him understanding, even if it's just on an intuitive level, codependency and why does he block out love, is what they're saying. He actually has a mechanism that is like, make sure that someone that's trying to give me love or something good does not get close enough. So hurt them first, hurt them, move away as quickly as possible. That's something that's coming up. I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but karmic showing up as Queen of Wands reversed. She is mad. And she's mad that she's lost control over this person. And I think from these cards right here, it's in an actual triangle. She knows about you. And this is a problem because she could have spread gossip about you. She could have, even for some of you, so don't get triggered. I'm trying to give trigger warnings because they've been coming through, and this is not usually the type of readings that I like to do, but she could have taken his phone or something else and pretended to be him and communicated with you. And he could have been so in her grasp, like they're showing me like talons, like bird feet, that he wouldn't have stopped it. But anyway, let us continue on because I don't want to spend the whole time talking about her. Beware, she's not gone entirely. And she's angry. So, Spirit, what do you want me to do and what's going to happen? Okay, so we're going to pull a few more cards to see what's coming. This is more of a like what's going on right now spread. Truth is coming to light. He's going through a tower moment. He's getting the strength to walk away from her and to love himself. Oh, who regrets? He has big regrets. Huh. I mean, when it comes down to it, he's going to choose you. But you may have another choice by that time. And also, you may require more of him at that time. It's like, when it comes to the end of this cycle here, this situation, he's being strongly guided to choose you, right? We have Lovers reversed with the Empress. But we do have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is looking at this Queen of Wands that has another person in her life. I don't normally read cards like this, but there's a really strong energy here that you have to know your worth, like beyond a shadow of a doubt, and not give in to any of this nonsense, because the minute that you give into it and go back to the way it was, he'll just go right back to what he was doing, all of the craziness, and it will throw everything out of balance right away. So here's the thing. You know, sending your twin energy will push them energetically away. Keeping your energy in check and focused on yourself will allow them to focus on you. And there's a big indicator here that you over caring, I think I said this yesterday too, but you over caring too much about what's going on, will create a lot of disruption in this relationship. It will actually like push him back towards her, because there's something here that he hasn't quite finished. Look at that, that's crazy. Wow. He hasn't finished cleaning up the mess from his family and transmuting all of the pain into wisdom. I mean, it literally has like a red flag on top of the egg. This is going to take time here and require you to be very honest. I've talked about this card before with the owl standing on top of the mask. Exchanging gifts hasn't come out. And I do think, you know, lately, and I do think that there's a big chance here. She has a mask on in this card, but there's a big chance here to up-level spiritually with each other, which I love, and to be playful, and to, I don't think this is the time right now from these cards here to hold on to this relationship has to have a commitment. You know, only you will know what's right for you, but it may be a time where you let go of how you thought it should be and just accept what's coming to you and kind of vibe to your own, you know, song. I think you're gonna have to have a lot of patience. Like Temperance came out. I think there's going to be spiritual assistance, but also confusion about, I think it's going to get confusing if you're like, well, what are we and what are we doing and where are we going and how is this going to happen? And I need a plan. Like a relaxation just fell out. And I'm not going to take you messing around with me. Like, I don't think that's now. Unless that's a boundary for you and it's uncrossable and you will only do that now, I think you should look and figure out exactly what's acceptable and what's not in terms of talking and being able to be in each other's lives. All right, so we're going to get our advice. Happy 222. Sorry, happy 2-2. And these are energies you can use to help you to calibrate your energy and find, you know, they're very interesting. These are very interesting. Shine with ruby, calcite, relaxation, boji stones with balance, and cuprite with rites of passage, and prehenite, trust. So I really feel like you're coming into a beautiful energy, a rite of passage, if you will, of trusting yourself and trusting that you know what is right for you. And knowing that, you know, really no matter what, you're going to be okay. That's that beautiful ending energy of working with your inner child. So if this reading just wasn't for you and you're not dealing with any kind of karmic situation, then take it as it resonates. Okay. So lots of heart energy again. Serapis Bay. We have the Shekinah, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life, Krishna, devotion, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. Lady Nada, heart awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, and I think I said we were going to get more sensitive. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And then Serapis Bay with ascension. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. So as much light as you're willing to let in right now is as much light as you will hold and carry, and that's a beautiful thing. Let's get some dragons to assist you. Archangel Gabriel's dragon. Ooh, Thor's. And ooh, pure white dragon from Orion. Beautiful. Okay. Brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Thor's red, black, and gold dragon protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. I do think that's happening. Relax. Again, you are safe. Pure white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. So I did talk about that too. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty, let your wings of light grow and expand. And then Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. You get what you receive. And messages from your twin higher self. If you want to book a reading, they are open on my Stand store for a 3-hour turnaround, and then on my Etsy, and that takes usually a week or more. So trust, transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Those are beautiful. Though we may be physically apart, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing, and forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And I do think things are happening behind the scenes, so I shall talk to you later. Thank you for being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Bye.